Welcome to Toffee TV. These are the player ratings. Everton versus Rotherham United. 3-1 victory in the Carabao Cup this evening. Obviously, it was a mixed team, much changed side from the weekend. Martin Stekelenburg, I've given him a 7. Didn't do too much wrong. Come and claimed everything in the air. His kicking was quite decent tonight. He had a couple of hairy moments where maybe he should have come for the ball, or there was a bit of a lack of communication with the defenders. But overall, he did okay. He wasn't the drama sometimes you expect of Martin Stekelenburg. So yeah, he did okay. John Joe Kenny, playing his first game of the season, he got a 7 from me. I thought he was really good going forward. I thought he was always available on the right, always available on the overlap. Sometimes his crosses were disappointing sometimes, and sometimes they were good. It was a mixed bag tonight, but he's a young player, and that's what's going to happen. But I thought the fact that it was his first start, I think he played on Saturday for the under-23s at Goodison, and it's great that he can switch between them. Last season he was exclusively, in the first team, but I think if he's not playing and there's a chance to play for the under-23s, it'll do him no harm to move back down. And I think that's something that we haven't seen enough of Everton recently. There was times last season when some players, not just young players, but some players, maybe like Sandro, like the likes of Davy Klassen last season, could have gone into the under-23s and played. So I think it was good that he played in the under-23s, and maybe that was the idea behind that, was that he would always be playing in this game tonight. So I thought he played well. I thought he did himself no harm. I thought defensively he was quite good as well. Didn't get bullied. He's always someone who will fight for the ball and is learning the game more and more. And I know that's difficult because he's not playing a hell of a lot of games now that Chambers Coleman's back, but I thought he was always an outlet tonight. So it was a difficult game for him as well. Different kind of competition, a lot of long balls, but I thought on the whole he did quite well. Mason Holgate, I thought he had a quite solid game as well. Starting with Kurt Zuma for the first time. He's gone from starting the first game of the season on the bench to being I don't know if you'd call him the senior man, but obviously the man who's been longest at Everton, playing at the back, centre-back. So I thought he did okay tonight. I've given him a 7, as I said, and I think he coped quite well with the physical presence of Rotherham team, who really, were looking for long balls down the field, trying to back in, trying to be physical, trying to win a lot of free kicks, and coming out with the ball as well, the composure that he has on the ball. I think it's a very underrated thing about Holgate, is his use of the ball. I think he's quite good on the ball. He likes to bring it out. He likes to use it. He likes to keep it. And I think he did that quite well tonight. And, starting attacks from the back, trying to get it into the fullbacks, trying to get it past the fullbacks. I thought he did quite well. So he gets a 7 for me. Kurt Zuma, I've given him an 8. Because I thought, obviously for his first start for Everton, I thought he did really, really well. And the physical side of the game that I just talked about, that Rotherham showed tonight, I thought he did really well. I thought he was really strong. I thought he was brave at times. He went down in the second half, taking a whack, which really, again, the referee should be stopping the game, but it went on. And I thought he dealt really, really well with what what Rotherham threw at us. I think there are defensive frailties, but I think it's the whole of the defence, and it's how they set up for set pieces that have let us down so far this season. And if you are playing zonal mark, and it's hard to say, oh, he did something wrong or he did something wrong, not knowing what zones that they are playing in. But I thought, in terms of winning his battles tonight, I thought he did it really, really comfortable. And, he's another one that actually, he wants to bring the ball out. He wants to use it well. He doesn't just want to smash it down pitch, but when he needs to, he will just smash the ball down the pitch. So I thought he was really assured tonight, and going forward he can certainly keep that shirt. There's no real competition at the moment. It looks like Jagielka might be out injured. Obviously Harry Mina's injured. Obviously Michael Keane's injured. So it's good that he came in tonight and got that game under his belt. And as I say, I thought he looked really comfortable, really assured, and give us that little bit of pace and a little bit of physicalness that we needed tonight. On the left back, Luka Dean, I thought he was really composed tonight. What I like about this lad is that he seems really laid back, and he doesn't seem like he gets daunted by too much, and He always seems like he's got time on the ball. And going forward, he's one of them that when he gets to the byline, he looks for someone and he tries to pick them out. And he put some great crosses in tonight that were right to the feet of our players. He doesn't just hit it and hope. He does really want to throw a cross in and aim for a player. And at the other end, I think, he's got that kind of composure that he's good in the air. He has a really good leap on him. And he doesn't just look to just smash it. He looks to be a little bit composed. That's the Barcelona side of things, in him, I think. Taught to just not smash the ball. Keep hold of it, keep possession. So I thought, again, first start in an Everton shirt. Playing against lower opposition is not always easy, especially when they're trying to play, a lot of diagonals and the physical side of stuff. Not saying he's not being used to that. He's played in the French league. He's played in Italy, and obviously there's teams like that in Spain as well. So teams, when you play for Barcelona, no one's going to try and out football you. They're going to try different ways. So I thought he was good tonight. I thought he was really composed, and it was a good start for him in an Everton shirt. Tom Davies, captain for the side tonight. I thought he did okay. I thought it was a different game for him tonight because he was sitting in front of that back four, and he was really the only protection. Everyone else in front of him was an attacking player. Yes, he helped out, but he was the one who had to really anchor. And I thought he did quite well as well tonight. He kept the ball. He was a lot more mature tonight. He was a lot more disciplined. He just sat in front of that back four, got the ball and give the ball. At times he was trying to play clever passes, and a lot of them did get through, but it was a mature performance. It was like, tonight he was the captain. He knew that, there was a lot of responsibility on him because he was just that sitter tonight. And I thought he played really well. And we've seen that different side of him tonight. He wasn't the presser and the harry and the chase. He was the person who could sit, and he looked a lot better than the Rotherham players. And I think I don't know what will be the final Tom Davies. I don't know what he will become. I don't know whether he'll become good enough to play in this Everton team week in and week out. But I think when you play him in a game like this and you see that level of maturity, it really helps and helps settle fans down who think he's a bit erratic. I just don't think anyone's sort of figured him out yet, and I think that's up to the manager now to figure out what he is and where he fits in this team. But I thought tonight he played really well. Kieran Dowell was obviously in there as well, and I thought it was quite funny that Kieran Dowell and Tom Davies, started the Norwich game a couple of years ago after Roberto Martinez got sacked and David Unsworth took charge of the game, and you've got one tonight leading the team out, captain, and in Kieran Dowell you've got someone who hasn't played an Everton game since then at Goodison Park. So it's an interesting contrast. Obviously he's been out on loan. They've decided not to send him on loan, it looks like, this season. I thought he took a little bit of time to grow into the game, and I don't think he played necessarily his natural game. I've given him a 6.5. I think there was good opportunities tonight to just get it out of his feet and smash one with his left foot, something that he's been renowned for doing for the under-23s and something he did at Nottingham Forest. And I think everyone was just waiting for him to do that, but he tried to keep it simple, and I think when he kept it simple, it took something away from his game. I think later on in the game he started to show a bit more of who Kieran Dowell is. Nice little one-touch passes, nice little flicks around the corner, back heels, that kind of thing. But I think at times the physicality of the game was a little bit too much for him. So he's got to improve on that. And I just think that if you get a chance as a youngster, just play your natural game. Just get it out your feet and just do what you do best, which is smash one in. He had one late on almost to make it 4-1. He just put it slightly wide. I think Luka Dean fizzed one into him and he put it slightly wide. But it was a difficult one for him because there was a lot of forward players for us tonight, and I think he just got lost a little bit in there. But promising signs going forward. Gylfi Sigurdsson, I've given a 7. He obviously got the goal in the first half. Nice and composed performance. Maturity on the ball. Kept the ball well. Probably could have scored a little bit higher, but he didn't really he just kept things ticking over tonight. He didn't have to do anything dramatic, but as I say, he got the goal. His rubbish free kick led us to get the second goal. But he was nice and composed without doing anything amazing, but he was nice, controlled head on the pitch. Sandro, weird that he started the game considering all the rumours. Apparently after the game, Marcus Silva said he wants him to stay, but would understand that if he wanted to leave because of the lack of first team football. I've given him a 6. I think it wasn't naturally his position playing out there tonight on the left hand side, certainly in the second half. And again, at times he showed nice touches, but then other times all you want him to do is just hold on to the ball and keep it for you, especially when you're on the break. And he gives it away too sloppy. Some of his passing was nice, some of his crossfield passing was nice, but again, you're waiting for him to do something. You're waiting for him to just do something that we haven't seen from him yet as an Everton player, and he just doesn't quite have that. I think the game is just played at a pace just a little bit alien to him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens now over the next 24, 48 hours, and that if he does leave the club. But the manager wants him to stay, and we'll wait and see what happens. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I've given 8, because again, I love Dom. Anyone who watches this channel knows I think he's got such a good maturity and such a good head on his shoulders, and he's learning how to play that centre forward position really well for a lad of his age. And tonight he added the goals. The header, second half, when we just needed that killer goal, that second goal. It was a lovely cross, and as soon as I seen the cross, to be honest, I knew it would be a goal. And the third one was fantastic. They'd scored, and you were just like, oh no. They've got loads of long throws and set pieces, and thinking, are these going to get a goal here? And he just gets it, and he just bends into the top corner. And you're thinking, if only you'd done that in the Merseyside derby, mate, you'd be a hero for life at this club. But he just bends it in. And when he plays teams like that, you can see that he's a level above, a class above those kind of players. And it's just about getting those rough edges off him now. He really reminds me of Graham Sharp. Without seeing a lot of Graham Sharp when he was younger, obviously I've seen Graham Sharp when he was becoming more of a well-rounded player. But listening to people, they've said he reminds them of a young Graham Sharp, a player with all the ability and can hold onto the ball and use it well. Maybe needs to add the goals, but he's got something in his game that I really like. He just knows how to play football. Simple as that. He knows how to win fouls. He knows how to hold it up. And it's just about getting that other side now. Can you score more goals? Can you produce more goals? But I thought it was a really good performance from him tonight, and scored 2 really good centre-forward goals. So, he gets an 8 from me. His strike partner tonight, Umanias, he gets a 4. He was rubbish, wasn't he? Everything just seemed to bounce off him every time he had a chance. He ballooned it over. He had a diving header in the second half that looked harder to miss than to score. He was just rubbish. It was just one of those nights for him. Maybe if he'd scored early on, took one of those chances early on, maybe he would have settled down. But everything just bounced off him all night. And maybe that's because it's a lack of game time. I don't know, but I remember last year, it was in the third round, wasn't it? That was when we first played. He got that goal against Sunderland. That set him up for the game against Bournemouth on the Saturday. And that's when everything changed for him at Everton. Well, tonight he just couldn't trap a bag of sand. And it just was one of those nights for him. And that's why he's got a 4, because he just was rubbish. And I'm not having a go at him. He was just rubbish. It's as simple as that. He'll know that. The manager knows that. And we know that as fans. So 4 for him. The subs, Walcott, Tosin and Snarden, 6. They were all right. Did okay. Whatever. The fans, 9. 31, nearly 32,000 for a second round of the Carabao Cup. Fantastic turnout tonight by the fans. Brilliant. So 9 out of 10 for the fans. There you have it. They have been my player ratings. The mad thing is, even though most of the players have gone quite high, we still didn't play quite well. But people individually did played okay. But as a team, I don't think we played too well. That's just because it's an alien team, I think. But I think most players did their jobs. It was just that it wasn't a fluid, cohesive team tonight, because it was what, nine starters, new starters from the weekend. So I think it was only Holgate and Gylfi that started tonight. That started on Saturday. There you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Check out my instant match reaction from the Gladys Street, and look forward to Baz's videos as well. I'll see you later.